Hey YouTube, Irish Airgun coming at you. I've done some reviews on my air bottles and some rifles and some different things, but I haven't done any reviews on scopes. Some of the good scopes are, of course, the Leopold's, which are very expensive, $1,500 for a good competition scope. And you can get into the cheaper brands like the Center Points and the UTGs, formerly known as Leapers. I had Center Points because they're readily available, and if you're just starting in air gunning, Center Points are great. They're $40 at Walmart, 3x9. You can get the 4x16 for $80. They're great scopes. But when you start getting into some competition shooting with very accurate rifles, you want to step up. I have a Hawke Eclipse. I have a Hawke Sidewinder TAC, 6.5 to 20 by 42. Awesome scopes, $499. So, in tune with my channel for the new guys starting out, here's a great scope. This is a Hawke Sport HD. As you can see in the box, the box comes Sports HD IR. What that means is it's a illuminated reticle, and also it's a sport package. And what I like about the scope is it comes with standard mil-dot reticles. You can also use the Hawke BRC. Hawke scopes come completely packaged inside. Everything you have in the box, and also it comes with the top lid. When you unpackage the Hawke will have the manual, and then you'll have your scope. And you can see it's packaged pretty good. When you unpackage the scope, it comes, as said, obviously with no mounts. So you'll have to order your mounts separately based upon what your rifle needs are. When you order your scope, check with your salesman or salesperson to find out if they offer any kind of aftermarket flip caps. I ordered mine from Optic Planet. I go through John out there. I buy all my scopes through him, and he's cross-referencing some flip caps for me because they are nice scopes. These are nice, but I prefer to have the flip caps. The one reason why I'm recommending the Hawke 4x12 Sports HD is because I did start out with Leapers and Center Points. Like I said, when I started, I didn't know anything. I bought a Center Point because they're readily available, and they're good scopes. I noticed about my Center Point, they're very good scopes, but they lose their zeros sometimes. I never really shot etched glass. I didn't know about etched glass, what the difference was. And that's when you get up into a Hawke, you get into etched glass. What the difference is in your scopes. When you're looking at your scope, the crosshairs are two things. They're either etched glass, laser etched, meaning that they're pretty much painted on, or in this case of a Leapers or a Center Point, they're wire reticles. They're very thin wire, which is stretched and tightened. So when you look through it, you're looking through a 3D effect. Whereas with an etched glass, you're looking at pretty much, for simplistic reasons, you're looking at it painted on. So you don't have that 3D effect. And so sometimes when you're looking at your scope and it looks like sometimes that the crosshairs are going up and down, that's because you're trying to focus on a 3D image. The etched glass is much different. No matter how you look at it, you don't get that 3D effect. That's how it works for me. That's my personal opinion. The main reason why I'm saying with the Sport HD, if you want to go for a Hawke scope, go for a Sidewinder TAC. Or you can, but they're $499 or $479. The Hawke Eclipse is $300. It's a very good scope. It's the equivalent to this, but a 4x16 and also a 6x24. But for this, why I recommend the IR 4x12 is the price. It's $149. Some places advertise them for $159. You can get a coupon. If you look on like Optics Planet, they have coupons there. Get $5 off or 5% off and free shipping. So you can get your price of your scope down to $149. And for $149, you're getting the quality of that $479, $500 Hawke Sidewinder tack, but you're getting it in a cheaper package, reduced package. What I mean by quality is you're getting the etched glass. You're getting a true Hawke Scope. One thing I've learned over my time is if you're going to start, it's nice to start with like a cheaper scope, a 3x9 for 40 bucks. But if you're going to get into the sport, save your money and buy something good to start with, because eventually you're going to want that something good. So this is a great entry-level Hawke for $149. Looking at it from the standpoint, this scope is only $60 more than a Centerpoint 4x16 that you can buy at Walmart. And for $60, the quality is there. I learned a while ago when I ordered my first Hawke, I was skeptical. I'm saying, okay, $500 for this scope. What are the Hawks? Why is everybody so raving about these? So I didn't want to spend $500 on something, so I went out and bought a $150 Sports HD. I put on my Airarms S410, as you can see in my video. I have it on my TDR. The first time I shot with this scope, it took me 3 shots to center it. Pellet after pellet. I put the gun away, shot about a week later, and it was still pellet on pellet. After my first experience with a Hawke, I sold all my UTG leapers on eBay. Hawke scopes, from my standpoint, are worth the money. And especially if you're going to get into shooting, you want something very accurate. And there's nothing different about the Hawke compared to any other scope. You can see the 4x12, which power adjustment right here. The adjustments for your, you can see the adjustments for your vertical and for your horizontal. And just like the leapers and everything else, they have the wheel for your adjustment for your reticles, and you can see that they come in red and they come in green. This is your battery cover. Unscrew this and your battery comes out, and you have your front parallax adjustment, and it goes from 10 yards to infinity. I'm going to do some comparison with the scope cam. I'm just going to put the camera up to the scopes, and then you're going to see the difference between a center point and the difference between the Hawke scope, and you can make your comparison on that. Just giving you some rough image, you can see the clarity in the scope. This is sitting at 10 yards. It's actually less than that. It's 25 feet to the other end of the room. And you can see the pictures clearly outlined. You can see the detail in the glass. And you can see how the reticle is really thin and how the reticle is pretty accurate for the most part as far as picking out the pixels and what you're looking at. Really clear on the picture and really precise. See, now we're looking at the Centerpoint 3x9. As you can see, the camera focuses on the reticle because it is wire and it's actually a fixed object. You can see how it's blurry. If you adjust the camera, you can get it to pick out the reticle, which is nice, but the backdrop is blurry. And then if you focus in on the picture, you can't focus in on the wires. Scope cameras and scope camming does not want to work well on a unetched glass scope for some reason. I've always found that the Hawks work perfect, because when I tried doing scope cam initially with the center points, it was horrible. It would either come in blurry or it would come in focused on either or. So as you can see, the difference in clarity between the two scopes, the Hawke by far. And this is a 3x9 scope. The same. I had my 4x12 set at 9 power, and this is the same picture that you get once you can focus on the pictures in the background. Much more clear with the Hawke. And that's the difference between using an etched glass and a wire reticle, especially if you're going to do scope cam. You definitely want to go with an etched glass. The gun we're going to be using today for the demo of the scope cam is going to be my Airarms S410 22 caliber. It's the original S410 traditional in 22 FAC, meaning it's not the 12 foot-pound version. It's the original American version that comes with the increased power. This gun puts out, with shooting 18.1 JSBs, it puts out at 856 feet per second on average, and puts out 26 foot-pounds with that 18.1 JSB. When you get your first Hawke, one thing you'll notice about the Hawke is the quality is unremarkable in these. From the adjustment, the adjustments are pretty tight on these until you work them in. They come from the factory pretty tight, but they're really, really responsive and really accurate. And same thing with your parallax adjustment. It's kind of tight, but as it breaks in, it'll loosen up for you. And also you have the eye adjustment where you can change your eye adjustment, and once you get it there, you can also lock it down. So there's many good features on the Hawke, and like I said, the quality is unremarkable on the Hawkes. And for the investment, this is truly an investment to go with over a cheaper scope. Wrapping up this video, I'll put the link to the item description for Optics Planet. And like I said, they have coupons, and you can wheel and deal and get a discount and free shipping on the scope. For the money, for the $149, I think it's $159 for the advertised price. You can use the coupon, get it down to $149. For the $149, this scope by far is better than investment than any $100 scope that you'll buy. You're getting the Hawke quality, you're getting true accuracy, and you're getting good reputation. And like I said, once I shot a Hawke, I never shot anything else. And I want to thank you for watching today, and thank you for subscribing. I've been getting a lot of support from my channel, a lot of subscribers, a lot of good comments. I like to hear what people have to say. So if you like this video, please like, please comment, and please rate it, and plenty more to come this summer. Thanks for watching, YouTube.